Greetings, dear subscribers and casual listeners of my channel. The Harry Potter universe has given us characters with whom we grow and mature. Some of them we recognize ourselves in, others we dislike, and the deaths of some make us shed genuine tears, feeling the sorrow of loss. We know that in this vast world, there are characters who play significant roles and create important storylines. There are heroes who challenge our stereotypes. Some we choose out of love for a particular house, and others inspire us to become better. But there are also characters who may not be the main focus, yet somehow make us feel their importance. One such character is, of course, Luna Lovegood. Let's start by noting that Luna appears in the saga at precisely the moment when she's needed the most, for example, by Harry. Let's recall, it's the 5th year of studies, Voldemort has returned, and Harry is more confused, depressed, and lost than ever. It's at this moment he meets Luna, and her words, "You're just as sane as I am," become the leitmotif of the entire book. At that time, the whole world is literally against Harry, but Luna helps him navigate this difficult stage. The episode with the Thestrals may seem unrelated to the magical world's larger conflict, but for Harry, hearing and accepting "you're not crazy, you're fine" was crucial. Through her example, Luna shows Harry that one can be truly happy even if others believe they don't fit the standards of normal. Luna is unique. She exists outside of time and space, and her optimism shows us what it means to live the life you're truly meant to live. It's fascinating that throughout the previous 4 books, our attention is largely focused on Hermione as the central female character. But suddenly, Luna comes along, offering us something entirely different from Hermione. Luna is who she is. She enjoys doing what she loves, even if others call it eccentric. She fully embraces herself and doesn't conform to others' opinions. She reads The Quibbler, believes in invisible creatures, wears radish earrings, and feels perfectly comfortable being alone. Her individuality sets her apart from the other students, leading to teasing, stolen belongings, and nicknames behind her back. Yet, this fragile-looking girl has a strong inner core that helps her not succumb to resentment or disappointment. She filters out the negativity so that others' words and actions don't affect her. In fact, everyone who gets to know Luna better quickly becomes fond of her. This is no surprise given her gift for providing warmth and support to those around her. For example, we can't forget Dobby, who was overjoyed when Luna simply called him Sir. And by the way, Luna was one of those who was with Dobby in his final moments, closing his eyes and speaking words of comfort to the fallen house elf, almost easing his soul's transition and thanking him for his great sacrifice to save others. In this part of the Potter series, we also learn that Luna supported Ollivander during their joint imprisonment in the Malfoy Manor dungeons. Calm and caring, Luna became a true friend and support for the old wandmaker, who had endured torture and suffering. Ollivander was so grateful to her that later he made a new wand just for Luna. And of course, the light-haired Ravenclaw found the right words of support for Harry too, helping him realize something very important. The feelings Harry was experiencing when they first met were exactly what Voldemort intended. Luna tells Harry that these emotions, loneliness, confusion, helplessness, make him vulnerable, a prime target for the Dark Lord. She helped Harry understand that these feelings were distancing him from his friends, and Voldemort could use this weak link to his advantage. Who knows? Perhaps this conversation is what helped Harry stand strong and resist Voldemort's mental attacks during the final events of Order of the Phoenix. Interestingly, Luna never openly sought friends and never boasted about her friendship with the Golden Trio. But the fact that she drew the faces of Harry, Ron, Hermione, Neville, and Ginny on the walls of her room proves that she was genuinely happy and grateful for this friendship and strong bonds. We know Luna studied in the house of the most intelligent and wise, and it's clear she deserved her place there. She sees life differently from others, sometimes more simply, while others overcomplicate it. For example, she remembers the diadem as a possible Horcrux of Voldemort, and later helps Harry understand that the artifact they seek belonged to someone long dead. Luna is an extraordinary example of how one can survive and remain true to themselves, even in the darkest times. During her captivity in the dungeons, she not only maintained her fighting spirit, but also supported and helped those around her. She can fend off Dementors, help others conjure Patronuses, and provide warmth to those in need. Our real world would be fortunate to have Luna living in it today. She exemplifies how to be happy and love life simply for what it is. Luna shows us that we don't need to conform to others' stereotypes and expectations. We should simply be who we are, without masks or pretense. Her detachment isn't a flaw. It's an aspect of her individuality, and that's why she's so confident in herself and her actions. She can easily filter out the negativity she encounters. Luna teaches us that it's okay to be different, to stand out. It's okay to be weird by others' standards because, let's face it, life would be dull if we were all the same and predictable. Luna is happy with what she has, and if something's missing, she doesn't dwell on it and moves forward peacefully, and that's her true strength. Luna Lovegood may seem like a secondary character at first glance, but her role in Harry's life and that of the other heroes proves to be far more significant. She not only surprises with her unique outlook on life, but also becomes someone who helps her friends find support in the toughest moments. Luna is a key character who helps reveal themes of friendship, courage, and inner strength. However, despite her importance in the books, the films don't always convey the full depth of her character. Some key moments involving Luna were left out. Let's explore what the movie adaptations overlooked and what important aspects viewers may have missed. Aspect number 1. Opposites, Hermione and Luna. In the films, the relationship between Hermione and Luna seems almost ideal. Their first interaction is marked by slight confusion and a few sideways glances, but there's no conflict. Luna is portrayed as a sweet and slightly quirky friend of Harry's, while Hermione remains calm and rational. Visually, their connection appears smooth. However, the books paint a completely different picture. Luna and Hermione are opposites. Hermione believes in facts, while Luna lives in a world of fantasy. This difference causes friction. Hermione can't understand how anyone could believe such nonsense, while Luna, on the other hand, doesn't tolerate disbelief in her views. These confrontations make their relationship more complicated. One of the most vivid examples is the argument about heliopaths. Luna is convinced that Minister of Magic Fudge is using an army of these fire spirits, while Hermione sarcastically retorts, "That's impossible." Luna stands firm, replying, "Yes, it is." This brief dialogue reflects the depth of their differences. Hermione relies on logic, while Luna is driven by her conviction. Conflicts between them are recurring. Hermione repeatedly emphasizes that everything Luna believes in is nonsense. But Luna remains steadfast. She doesn't back down even when Hermione questions her. In one scene, Luna reassures Neville about the existence of heliopaths, despite Hermione's objections. Her faith remains unshaken. However, over time, things begin to change. Luna and Hermione grow closer, united by shared dangers. Their participation in Dumbledore's army and the battle at the Ministry of Magic become a turning point. Gradually, they begin to respect one another. In HalfBlood Prince, Luna comforts Hermione after an argument with Ron. This moment is important. It shows how far they've come in understanding each other. Luna displays sensitivity that surprises everyone. She says to Harry, "She's a bit upset." At first, I thought it was moaning Myrtle, but it turned out to be Hermione. This shows that despite her dreamy nature, Luna understands the emotions of others perfectly. She's not just quirky, she's deep and perceptive. Hermione gradually becomes accustomed to Luna's eccentricities. Yes, she still doesn't believe in Nargles and heliopaths, but these things no longer irritate her as they once did. They no longer argue. Each sticks to her beliefs, but the conflicts have disappeared. Hermione learns to accept Luna for who she is. By the end of the story, their bond has grown stronger. Hermione remains devoted to science and facts, while Luna continues to live in her world of wonders. But this no longer hinders their friendship. They have found common ground, despite their differences in thinking. Now, their contrasts bring them closer, rather than driving them apart. Aspect number 2. The awkward truth. The impact of the film on perception of Luna's eccentricities. In the Harry Potter films, Luna Lovegood's character was altered. One of the most controversial changes was the scene with Rackspurts. In HalfBlood Prince, Luna finds Harry on the train using a pair of spectre specs that supposedly reveal these invisible creatures. Rackspurts, which she believes in, suddenly become real. This moment changes the perception of Luna. Her fantasies are turned into reality, something that never happened in the books. In J.K. Rowling's books, Luna's fantasies remain just that, her beliefs. Nargles, Rackspurts, they're all part of her unique perspective on the world. No proof of their existence is ever given. Hermione always mocks these ideas, and the reader understands that Luna simply sees the world in her own way. This is what makes her charming and a bit mysterious. But the books never turn her fantasies into reality. When the film confirms the existence of Rackspurts, it blurs this line. Luna no longer seems like a whimsical dreamer. Now she's right, and this changes her character. Where's the boundary between her fantasies and truth? If Rackspurts are real, then what else from her beliefs could be true? It's confusing. But in the books, this moment never happens. Luna doesn't need magical glasses to be amazing. In Deathly Hallows, she recognizes Harry at Bill's wedding, even though he's using Polyjuice potion. She identifies him by his expression. This demonstrates her incredible perceptiveness, her ability to see through people without any magic. This moment highlights her insight. Luna isn't just a dreamer, she notices what others miss. And that's more important than her imaginary creatures. Unfortunately, the films omitted this scene, robbing Luna of this depth. Instead of her perceptiveness, they gave her magical glasses. This made her character less layered. The films simplified her character. The Rackspurts' glasses reduced Luna to a caricature. Her quirks become literal, her world of fantasy, something you can see and touch. But in the books, things are different. Luna believes in what no one else sees, and that's what makes her unique. Many viewers might have laughed at the Rackspurt scene, but this moment takes away the magic of her inner world. In the books, Luna lives in reality, where her fantasies remain just that, fantasies. And this creates a special aura around her. She believes in what seems like fiction to others. That's her strength. The films, unfortunately, didn't capture this nuance. They chose to make her world real, but her power lies not in confirmed fantasies, but in her ability to believe. Her eccentricities are just the tip of the iceberg. Deep down, she's observant and insightful. This is what makes her special. Aspect number 3. Luna's intelligence. Luna Lovegood is more than just a dreamer. Her intelligence is often overshadowed by her quirks, but it's incredibly sharp. One example is the riddle to enter the Ravenclaw common room. When Harry is asked, "Which came first, the phoenix or the flame?" Luna unhesitatingly responds, "A circle has no beginning." She sees the essence where others get lost. Her mind is flexible and unconventional, which makes her a true Ravenclaw. Luna doesn't cling to logic like Hermione, but that's her strength. She thinks abstractly, without limiting herself to strict frameworks. This is where her true wisdom lies. She sees the world more broadly than most people, and this helps her in tough moments. During the battle at the Ministry of Magic, Luna keeps her cool. When everything is falling apart, she helps Ron and Ginny escape a trap. She acts decisively and calmly. Luna isn't just a dreamer, she's a fighter. Her mind helps her stay collected even under pressure. Her heroism isn't limited to one battle. During the final battle at Hogwarts, when many are losing control, Luna maintains her positivity. It's this attitude that helps her summon a Patronus, a highly advanced spell. Her Patronus, a silver hair, appears when Harry and his friends are almost ready to give up. This moment is important. Luna reminds Harry, "We're still alive, and the fight is still going on." Her ability to see light, even in the darkest moments, is her strength. She doesn't just protect her friends with magic. She inspires them not to give up. Her Patronus isn't just a spell. It's a symbol of her belief in the good. In Deathly Hallows, Luna's Patronus helps drive away Dementors when the others are on the verge of despair. Her optimism, calmness, and ability to act in tough situations save them. Luna is a beacon for her friends. She keeps the light alive even when darkness surrounds them. That's her greatest talent, seeing the positive where others see hopelessness. And she doesn't just go into battle. She supports her friends with her attitude. Luna never gives up. Even when everything is falling apart, she stays true to herself. Her mind and inner strength help her rise above. This makes her not only a strong witch, but also an incredible friend. Aspect number 4. The best Quidditch commentator. Luna Lovegood is the best Quidditch commentator, though perhaps the strangest one. Her commentary turned into a stream of consciousness far removed from the game. During the match, she calmly discussed how Smith regretted his words about Gryffindor, forgetting about the quaffle and the game itself. Luna often strayed off topic, forgot players' names, but this made her style unforgettable. Her commentary was more like philosophical musings than sports analysis. Professor McGonagall, sitting next to her, was clearly nervous. But Luna kept talking about what mattered to her, not the game. This made her commentary surprisingly funny. Ron was delighted. Lying in the hospital wing, he smiled and said, "I hope Luna commentates all the matches." He enjoyed her quirks and found her commentary style perfect. This moment added lightness and humor to the otherwise tense atmosphere. Luna, unaware of how different her commentary was, did it with full confidence. The scene with her commentary in the book is one of the funniest moments in HalfBlood Prince. Luna turned the match into a comedic performance where Quidditch took second place. Her ability to forget names or talk about unrelated topics made her commentary unforgettable. It's a shame this episode didn't make it into the film. It could have been a great comedic moment, fitting perfectly with the overall humor of the 6th movie. The scene would have highlighted Luna's uniqueness and made her even more beloved by viewers. The films often missed important moments that reveal characters. Luna, the commentator in the books, is a pure expression of her nature. She doesn't try to be serious or correct. Her style is chaotic, and that's what makes her special. This moment also highlights her confidence. Luna isn't worried about being judged. She remains true to herself and her thoughts. This earns respect and admiration. Luna isn't just strange, she's boldly herself. Ron's reaction is important. His genuine admiration shows how her friends accept Luna for who she is. They see something special in her quirks and love her for it. This moment strengthens their friendship even more. Aspect number 5. A sweet detail. The friendship on the ceiling. In the Harry Potter books, There's a touching detail that reveals Luna's deep soul. In her room, the faces of her friends, Harry, Ron, Hermione, Ginny, and Neville, are painted on the ceiling. These aren't just portraits. They're connected by a fine golden chain formed from the word friends, repeated 1,000 times. This gesture shows how much friendship means to Luna. Despite her eccentricities, Luna deeply values those around her. Her friends are her world. She's always a little distant, but her room is a symbol of her attachment. These aren't just drawings. They're an expression of her love and loyalty. When Harry finds himself in her room and sees this ceiling, he's touched. He realizes that for Luna, friendship is sacred. She's drawn her friends so they're always with her, even when they're not. This moment reveals a new side of Luna to Harry, a person for whom friendship is priceless. This scene emphasizes that Luna isn't just a dreamer. She knows how to value what's most important. Her eccentricities don't stop her from seeing the true worth of friendship. She may believe in Naggles, but her friends are real and eternal to her. Sadly, this moment was omitted from the films, and it's a shame. It would have shown Luna in a deeper light, not just as the quirky girl, but as someone with a big heart. The ceiling in her room is a symbol of her love, her unique way of valuing her bonds with people. For Luna, relationships mean more than magic and fantasies. She may believe in wonders, but her friends are the real miracle. The golden chain on the ceiling is a symbol of the connection that will never break. This episode also reveals her unique worldview. For Luna, friendship is something greater. Her friends have become part of her inner world, her inspiration. The ceiling is a reflection of her soul. When Harry sees it, he feels grateful. He realizes that Luna truly values all of them. This moment strengthens their friendship and shows how important Luna is in his life. The films denied us this warm scene, but for those who read the books, this moment remains unforgettable. Luna showed that for her, friendship isn't just words. It's something that lives in her heart. Her ceiling is her way of telling her friends that they're always with her. It reflects her kindness and capacity for love. Thank you for watching until this point. I hope this means you enjoyed the content. If so, don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel.